It's a good movie, but it's a frustrating one because the potential is so much richer than what we actually got. Welcome back to my channel, movie fans, for one more London Film Festival 2022 review, and today we are discussing a Sundance favorite. Call Jane follows a married woman living with a dangerous pregnancy at a time in America where she can't get a legal abortion, and so she begins working with a group of suburban women to find help, not just for herself, but for other women like her. This is a very compelling story that shines an important spotlight on what was known as the Jane Collective during the tumultuous protests of 60s Chicago. It works very well as a companion piece to the recent trial of the Chicago 7. It is also a very transportative experience in more ways than one. From the music to the vibrant colors, you just feel transported to the 60s, which I always appreciate in a period piece. The energy of the film in general felt not just by the characters themselves, but by the unfortunately timely reflection of the current Roe v. Wade verdict, as housewife Joy, played by Elizabeth Banks, is essentially dealt a death sentence because she can't have a legal abortion, and the baby she has inside her, as much as she wants to have it, she's dying. She's having these attacks that are not very well explained, to be fair, but it's really this baby, and carrying it could kill her at any moment. Abortion is a heavy and sensible subject matter regardless, but director Phyllis Nagy finds a stylish way to tackle the delicate topic with humor, candor, heart, and sensitivity, particularly in the scenes that depict how the Jane Collective helped women. Scenes depicting these dangerous abortions can convey tone and emotion really well, and that is all due to the direction and the perspective presented. Some scenes, like when Joy first approaches the Jane Collective and has her operation to save her own life, can convey unrelenting tension, but then there are others when she finds herself involved to a deeper level with the Jane Collective that demonstrate immense compassion, and all of them illustrate the pressure and danger of this entire operation through the perspective of this character. It's an important and an interesting story to tell with interesting characters. Sigourney Weaver and Elizabeth Banks play fantastic roles in this, but it's a story explored through the structure of the liar reveal, as the routine of conservative family life pulls Joy away into becoming her own person, growing beyond the roles of wife and mother to provide for others, which is compelling by nature, but it spends too much time on having this character hiding this truth from her family, trying to balance these two lives, where it always feels like it should cut to a deeper level, not only in the narrative, but emotionally, thematically as well. There's so many interesting topics presented, but they don't have any time to explore them because this character is trying to be as involved as she wants to be, but as little as she needs to be, so she can keep this truth hidden away from her family, who naturally at some points disagree with this decision because of the illegality of it. I just kept wishing the film would ascend to a higher level of tension so it would better reflect the urgency of the situation and of the times. Banks is great, like I said. Her involvement escalates with great cadence, and she begins to try and change the way Sigourney Weaver, the show stealer by the way, runs her secret collective to help women, and how they can do more, how they can do better. But like other aspects in this film, I just kept wishing for the friction between these two and the group in general to escalate more. There's so many interesting, compelling topics presented regarding how the selection of women they help works, but then these topics presented are barely explored beyond the surface, and many story threads are left hanging. Some of them don't even have payoff whatsoever, and coming into the third act, the film presents a plot point that could be an entire movie and would have been so much interesting, would have cut so deep in terms of emotion, in terms of exploring this very complicated topic with nuance and capturing a wider perspective of the times that could have much still worked through the perspective of Elizabeth Banks's character. It's a good movie, but it's a frustrating one because the potential is so much richer than what we actually got. But before I dive into my final thoughts on Call Jane, I need you to start the conversation about it in the comments below. Did you catch it at Sundance, at LFF, or in cinemas by the time you find this video? Anything and everything down there. And if you're enjoying my LFF coverage, more reviews right up here. If you're enjoying this Call Jane review, or if you just love movies and TV, this is the place to be. So consider clicking that subscribe button, and you won't miss any future conversations on your favorite movies and TV. Call Jane stylishly reflects its social and cultural setting, as well as a fight for freedom that is sadly all too contemporary. But this stylish approach undermines its ultimate potential, never fully tapping into some of the grimmest emotions and nuances connected with this very real-life situation. I'm giving Call Jane a C+. Those are my thoughts on Call Jane. It's a good enough watch, but could have been much better with the tools at its disposal. Let me know what you make of it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Big thanks to my channel members for always supporting the channel. And until the next one, love each other and love the movies.